Are we recording? I'm Caitlin Olivia, and this is week 19 of the Weekly Writing Challenge. Last week, in honor of Valentine's Day, I asked you all to write a dialogue scene, only 2 minutes long, of two characters out on a blind date, and you had to incorporate a white rose. I thought it was really clever the way a lot of you used the white rose. Some of you used it as a prop, some of you used it as a motivator of the conversation, and some of you used it as the name of a place like a bar or restaurant, which I thought was really clever. I'm going to highlight several contributions that stood out to me. The first is from Saintmaker. It's called Fait Accompli, and in his dialogue scene, two people on a blind date immediately bond over their shared love, if not kind of uppity obsession over vocabulary. Here are a couple of my favorite lines. To be honest with you, I quit going on blind dates years ago, but Bob said this girl is different, so I thought I'd give it one more shot. You realize that's what everybody says about blind dates. It's beyond cliche, it's beyond platitude, it's vapid? Yes, that's it. Wow, it's like you're reading my mind or something. Not really. You had pretty much run out of synonyms, and that was about the only metonym left. Next is another funny submission from a new recorder by the name of DV. The piece is called What's Your Sign, and in it, the character doing most of the talking takes most of her advice from a toll-free spiritualist. Here are some of my favorite bits. It's simple, because we're like destined for each other. We are. How can you be so sure? Easy. My spiritualist told me. You're spiritualist? You have a spiritualist. Her name's Aurora, but I call her American Express. American Express? Because I can't leave home without talking to her first. The next contribution is from Rosilla Wigand. Hers starts out with the two people on the blind date saying out loud what most people are thinking on blind dates, which is, why are you still single? There must be something wrong with you. I don't want to spoil the twist at the end, but here's a bit from the beginning of the dialogue. You know, I wasn't going to say it, but you're right. I look at you and I wonder, God, what is wrong with this person? And there must be something wrong, otherwise why would I still be single? Exactly. There was a contribution from another new recorder by the name of Sierra Sue called When You Remember Me. The whole date seems kind of odd at first because the man knows all these things about the woman and keeps saying that it's because he read these things on her profile. But as you read on, you see that the man actually knows this woman from previous unforeseen circumstances. This last one is from a new recorder by the name of Renzi Wenzi. It's called Good Luck Out There, and it seems like a totally normal date at first between two characters, Ben and May, but then Ben excuses himself to take a call and you realize that this is not at all a normal blind date. That's all I'm going to say about that one because you need to go read it for the full impact. Thanks again for all your contributions to week 18. Now for week 19. I think we should tap into our materialism. We all have items, stuff in our lives that if it were broken or stolen, we would be completely devastated, at least for a little while. So for this week, I want you to write a eulogy to an inanimate object. It can be a toy that you lost as a kid and maybe you were really sentimental about it. It can be your super expensive smartphone that you dropped on the sidewalk and it cracked and shattered. These pieces can be comedic, they can be dramatic, they can be genuine or ironic, they can be fictional or non-fictional. Just make sure that whatever you're writing your eulogy to is an inanimate object. That's it. Get your contributions in by the end of the day on Monday, February 23rd. Thanks. Have a good week.